So actually in our church, every Sunday, I speak for a few minutes. That's Bible study. Actually, this Bible study we have learned from Cold Springs. When we came to US, we saw they're having Bible study, but that's little different. So we thought, why can't we have Bible study in our church also? And let me also tell you that our church name also is Cold Spring. So our church name is Cold Spring Harvest Church. We named our church after that. And in this Bible study, as from the time we started the church in the city, we have given some church members also to speak in those days, where they could prepare and come and speak for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Later, they got to turn to go to theology. They got interest on Bible, and they went to theological classes, and they got pastor degrees, and some of them are working as pastors. That's Mr. Job, Tom knows him. He is one. And we had many others. Recently also we had one church member who was following my Bible study, what I was speaking on every Sunday, and he went to master degree in theology, and he got it. And now he comes to church, and here and there he is trying to go and speak in churches. So this Bible study is really wonderfully helping people. And what I am speaking in Bible studies, I take one book completely. Previously, I have taken book of Isaiah, 66 chapters we have completed. It took 4 years for me to do that. And then Ephesians and Daniel. And now, as of now, I am going through Psalms. So let us open our Bibles to Psalms. Wonderful book it is. ఈ ఆదివారపు ఆరాధనకి అందరికీ స్వాగతం. లైవ్ ద్వారా వీక్షిస్తున్న వారికి కూడా ప్రత్యేకమైన స్వాగతం పలుకుతూ బైబిల్ స్టడీ ధ్యానం చేసుకుందాం ఈరోజు. కీర్తనల గ్రంథం 29వ అధ్యాయం, ద బుక్ ఆఫ్ సామ్స్, చాప్టర్ 29. Chapter 29. Actually, I am in third verse, but let us go to the first verse. మొదటి వచనం కానీ చూస్తే, దైవపుత్రులారా యెహోవాకు ఆరోపించుడి. ప్రభావ మహత్యములను యెహోవాకు ఆరోపించుడి. యెహోవా నామమునకు చెందవలసిన ప్రభావమును ఆయనకు ఆరోపించుడి. ప్రతిష్ఠితులమగు ఆభరణములను ధరించుకొని ఆయన ఎదుట సాగిలపడుడి. This is also a psalm written by David. It's a wonderful song, I can say. Psalm and song hymn. It describes the strength of a storm and understands the voice and power of God. So in this psalm, we see the power of God in his voice in various forms. అనేక విధాలుగా దేవుని యొక్క స్వరమును ఈ అధ్యాయంలో చూస్తాం. When it comes to the third words, యెహోవా స్వరము జలముల మీద వినబడుచున్నది, మహిమగల దేవుడు ఉరుము వలె గర్జించుచున్నాడు, మహాజలముల మీద యెహోవా సంచరించుచున్నాడు. So here we see the voice of the Lord in the form of thunder and storm. Can we imagine the voice of the Lord coming in the form of thunder and storm? That's what in Hindu mythology, when suddenly the thunder comes, the lightning and the strong thunders come in the sky, the mythological people in our country, Hindus, they remember some God. So they feel that it is God who is shouting, God, He is showing His brightness. That's what they feel. But in this psalm, we see the association of the thunder and the voice of the Lord here. And David, he witnesses a great storm in his life. దావీదు తన జీవితంలో ఎన్నో తుఫాన్లు చూశాడు. అంతేకాదు తుఫాను వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా ఆయన ఏమనుకున్నాడంటే ఇది దేవుని యొక్క స్వరము అనుకున్నాడు. సో హియరింగ్ ద పవర్ ఆఫ్ థండర్ అండ్ he himself associated with it with the voice of God. And David saw a mighty storm, and he thought, when he saw a mighty storm, పెద్ద తుఫాన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు, పెద్ద ప్రళయం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆయన ఏమనుకున్నాడంటే ఇది దేవుని స్వరము. So can we imagine when we see something, wonder things happening, different things happening, mighty things happening in our life, can we imagine that it is from God? When he saw the very strong storm, he thought it is God. So this is what the Telugu Bible says, my language, and of course English also. So this shows something, the power. He not only experiences the voice of God in this psalm, he also felt the power of God. Not only the voice of God, but the power of God. Imagine, how can he say the power of God? Because the voice of God was so strong that he was able to imagine the power in it. That is what I felt when I was going through this chapter. So when he saw the storm and the mightiness, he heard the voice in it. And that in that voice, he saw the power of God. Imagine, the power of God is such a strong thing. So ఇక్కడ మనం అన్ని విషయాల్లో దేవుని యొక్క శక్తిని మనం చూడొచ్చు. ఒక పెద్ద తుఫాన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు, పెద్ద పెద్ద ప్రళయాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు, కొన్ని చోట్ల భయంకరమైనటువంటి వరదలు వస్తాయి. భయంకరంగా దేశాలు, భూమి సమూలంగా నాశనం అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఒక్కొక్కసారి పెద్ద పెద్ద మేడలు కుప్పకూలిపోతూ ఉంటాయి. ఇవన్నీ చూస్తున్నప్పుడు ఇది మానవ శక్తి కాదు, ఇది దైవికమైన ఒక శక్తి. ఇందులో శక్తి ఉంది, అది దేవుని శక్తి. సో కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ తను ఎన్నో విధాలుగా దేవుని యొక్క శక్తిని ఈ యొక్క తుఫానుల ద్వారాను, వరదల ద్వారాను, అనేకమైనటువంటి గొప్ప గొప్ప ఆశ్చర్యకార్యాల వలన చూస్తాం. అలనాడు నోవా కాలంలో, డ్యూరింగ్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ నోవా, we saw how many days they had this rain. Wasn't it mighty? It was, and it was revealed by God himself that you are going to get rain for certain number of days. So there we see the power of God. So everywhere we experience power of God. Many things expel us, show us the power of God. When something miracles happen in our life, it is power of God. When something annoying things happen in our life, it's power of God. So we should be able to analyze and see where God is working in our life and how. I myself experience it so many times. So many times I think. At this moment I just want to even tell one thing, like I never thought I would come and open Bible like this. I never thought, because I came from a Hindu background. Very, very orthodox to family, my family is. Even till today, some of my mother's side people are not converted. I have come from very orthodox to family, and they don't accept Christ. They may accept, but they are not completely like how we are. So even after getting conversion as a Christian, I never thought that I will sing songs like this or I will become a part of ministry. I never thought that I will open Bible like this. I never thought that I'll do my PhD in Bible. I never thought that I can preach like this. I never thought I can go and speak to many women's conferences and speak about many women in the Bible starting from Eve, telling negative characters of Eve and positive characters of Eve, speaking so much about Sarah, speaking so much about Hannah. This is all, I see the power of God in that. See, these are all the greater things that God does in our life. That is my personal feeling. So, my dear friends, this morning, let us experience the power of God even now when we are sitting here. And He is talking to us. In Bible, we see so many, right from the first chapter, don't we see the power of God? Isn't the creation His power? Isn't His 7 days of His work, 6 days of His work, don't we see His mighty? Yes. Until the end of the Bible, we see His power. And let us experience that power. Now let me turn to the book of Exodus and show you one verse concerned to this thunders and storm, how God used to speak even in those days. Like Exodus, నిర్గమకాండం 9వ అధ్యాయం 9th chapter, Exodus 9:28, 9:28 చూద్దాం. నిర్గమకాండము ఇంత మటుకు చాలును, ఇకను బ్రహ్మాండమైన ఉరుములను వడగండ్లు రాకుండా యెహోవాను వేడుకొనుడి, మిమ్మును పోనిచ్చెదను, మిమ్మును ఇకను నిలపనని వారితో చెప్పాను. This was during the time of Moses in Egypt, when they were having number of plagues. We know how many plagues have come during that time. మోషే, అహరోను ఇశ్రాయేలు ప్రజల్ని విడిపించుకొని వాళ్ళని బయటికి తీసుకురావాలి అనేటువంటి ఆ సమయంలో, ఫరో ఒప్పుకోనటువంటి రోజుల్లో అక్కడ 10 తెగుళ్ళు వచ్చినట్లుగా చూస్తాం. తెగుళ్ళు, 10 plagues. Water became blood. We see the power there. And we see frogs coming, we see lice coming, we see flies coming. We see livestock dying, and boils and locusts, so much darkness. Everywhere darkness. And we see even the thunders coming. Thunders. You see, when thunders and storm was coming, what did they say in this verse? Can someone read in English? Because I have Telugu Bible with me. Exodus 9:28. Yeah, you can read. Exodus 9:28. Yeah. Yes, it is enough. Pray to your God. Let the storms and thunder stop. I will let your people go. This is who is saying? Pharaoh. So he thought that it is God who is doing all this. The thunders and storms come from God. How can we imagine the heavens opening by its own self? No. The windows open by its own self? No. It's God. In the Bible it says that according to the seasons they do their work. And the complete creation and universe